got a release date finally.
People love that game.
What kind of game is it even? That was I didn't even know what it was.
Okay, everybody, we wanted to spend a little bit of time discussing this year's Gamescom. It's Europe's biggest show every year, right? And so all kinds of new news came out. I made a list. It was like 100 things. So we're not going deep. We're not covering everything that happened at Gamescom, but we all found a couple things that we did want to talk about a little bit. Kick it off with the Cyberpunk, right? We got to have our weekly CD Projekt Red discussion.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of these the screenshots, the info that came out?
Screenshots always look good. I mean, I liked that kind of real cool looking high fantasy, futuristic kind of grittier side with getting tattoos and the cybernetics and stuff like that.
It reminds me of Repo Man a little bit.
Repo Man, a little bit of what am I looking for? A little bit of Blade Runner, really, is what I was thinking when I looked at those.
Yeah,
clearly.
A lot brighter than Blade Runner, but still obviously it's there. But yeah, I think it looks awesome. It's definitely grown on me. I did at first I was just the fact that you can create your own character is such a big departure from The Witcher. So I was kind of hesitant, but the more I see of it, the more hyped I am. I know it's going to be great.
People are obsessed with it. I mean, they keep posting, you get a crumb of news, and it gets blasted out.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I got to say, I honestly don't like the looks of it. I trust that it's going to be the greatest thing ever when it comes out, just because I trust CD Projekt Red, but I don't like, it's too bright and colorful and stuff for me for that world. I don't know. It's got a real weird, the same way that the game kind of hit me wrong. The style of the graphics just aren't doing it for me.
I like the color in that we haven't seen that a whole lot with futuristic settings.
Right.
They tend to run the Blade Runner route, or they run. It's raining all the time. It's shadowy, whatever. So to see a Fifth Element like direction is kind of at least, depends how well they do it. I'm sure they'll do it well.
Right.
But
me too.
At least a step, in a different direction.
Gotcha. Okay, well, moving along, I know we could talk Cyberpunk for an entire show if we wanted to, but the Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, right? So this is from the makers of Bloodborne and the Souls
shit
game.
Looks hard as fuck.
Yeah.
I realized once he started fighting that final boss, I was like, oh, this game looks really hard, actually. At first, I thought it looked like Assassin's Creed when he's jumping in, assassinating people and stuff, but then once he started fighting that guy, I was like, oh, this... Yeah. I didn't even realize it was by the makers of Dark Souls, but as soon as I saw that fight, I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is
one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
I'm glad that they're stepping away from, if they're going to keep making games that are like that, this looks like it's an evolution, and to pick a totally different background and setting for it it's cool that they don't just forever go Dark Souls, right?
Yeah. My only concern is that it's going up against Ghost of Tsushima. Sort of, I know that it's not completely the same.
But samurai, Asian fighting.
Yeah, it's weird to have those games in the market at the same time. When is Tsushima dropping?
I don't think they've put a date on that yet, but yeah, if their hype train's going on at the same time, I hear you. They're very, very similar looking. I think for me, Tsushima it wins it out a little bit.
Yes.
I like the kind of more grounded approach that seems to have.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure, that'll be good. Destiny, with some more Destiny news. We haven't talked Destiny in a while. Do we even care about Destiny at all anymore?
I don't. I'm sort of over it.
I do watching that mode. When I was watching that Gambit mode, I was like, well, that would be fun if we could get a group together.
Gambit,
yeah. I'm just watching it. It looked cool. I mean, you're trying to. So it looks like you're trying to defeat more enemies quicker than the other team, but then one person can jump back and forth and try and kill their team.
Correct.
That looks like a fun mode. I would play it if we bought it, for sure.
Yeah, when you beat the enemies, you got to take like their souls or whatever back to this thing, and the other team can stop you when you're doing that also. So it's like PvP and PvE at the same time. So that looks kind of fun. I still think we should buy it and just play through the missions and play a couple weekends of Crucible and move on with our lives. That's what I feel like. All right, so Supermassive Games announces that it's weird. So we all loved Until Dawn to death, right? And then they made a couple games, one for VR and another one that were just kind of not well received, kind of hanging in limbo. And then they've come out and said, nope, we're going to lean in heavy on the Until Dawn shit. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the Dark Pictures anthology. Yeah. They're not even saying it's a trilogy. They're just acting like it's going to be a bunch of movies or a bunch of horror games. So that's good news as far as I'm concerned, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It looks weird. They're on a ship, and then they go down to dive to another ship, and then it haunts them or something. Like, is it all based in the water?
Let me ask y'all this: do you want to see like updated gameplay and new functions thrown in, or do you just care that formula stays intact with a different story?
I mean, I would tell you that the reason why I like Until Dawn more than like the Telltale games at this point is because there's a little bit more gameplay to it, right? Like I actually feel like I'm controlling a character around those environments instead of just making choices at certain points. You know what I mean? And so I would be okay if they leaned a little bit more into that. Mm-hmm. I guess to answer your full question, I would be happy if they went full on like Uncharted or something also, you know? Yeah, with that type of storytelling, I'd be into it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, totally. I just haven't seen a game ever do that. Like have those kind of choices that affect the game so deeply and be is full on Uncharted. That would be awesome.
That would be
totally. That would be
tall bill sales. Yeah. No, I do like that over Telltale because you do have more control and you do have the quick time events in there, but the way they incorporate the storytelling into the entire game is just
it's the most like a movie I've seen.
Yeah. Agreed. Yep.
It's great to play Until Dawn on Halloween night too.
Oh, nice. That's a great idea. Might do that.
All right, so the next thing I got on the list here is Inky Pen. I just wanted to not spend too much time on this, but I was doing some reading up on it. So Switch exclusive comic app. It's not on anything else. The one thing that they're saying is for $7.99 a month, you get all 10,000 comics that they have. It's not like a piecemeal thing or with stuff rotating in and out. You just get access to the whole library.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, weird that it's only on Switch.
It's like a tablet, right?
Yeah.
On the Switch tablet, though, but why not put it out on Google and iPad also?
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, out of the consoles, it's the only one to have a tablet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
To use that.
It's also the only console with a comic book reader that I know of.
Right. Yeah, right. I think that's why I like it. But, no, I mean, if they're trying to battle against Comixology, I don't know how they win that fight. Unless that it's on a console.
Right. Well, and everything, I guess, is my thing. Like, I just wish I could access. It would be a slam dunk. It seemed like if you could just get it on everything, and it was on Switch too. So, anyways, but we were talking. Corey was saying that there wasn't a lot of books that he was interested in. That when they showed the brief thing that they showed was what it was the IDW that Inkle or everybody always talks about this one comic that I forget. Inkin or Inkle or
I don't know.
Not ring a bell? No, I'll have to.
Yeah, I just didn't see Marvel, DC, or Image, and
they're not there.
I'm not going to pay a monthly fee and not get those books.
Well, the contrast to that is that there are like when I get there's a lot of digital stuff that I get because I can't find it anywhere else.
Sure.
Right.
Put it that way. So maybe they're trying to feed that. I don't know.
Totally. Yep. All right, so moving along, Halo Master Chief Collection comes to the Game Pass. Shocked it's not there yet. I don't know if you guys played that. That's Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's all of those games, and the multiplayer also. So I know
I definitely want to play that with you guys.
Yeah, totally. Destiny won't do Capture the Flag, so we can go play Capture the Flag with this guy now.
Halo's better than Destiny, too. It just is.
Just is. Yeah. I threw up there. I was the only one who checked this one, but Shenmue 3 got a release date finally.
People love that game.
What kind of game is it even? That was I didn't even know what it was when I watched the trailer.
I thought it was a JRPG to an extent, right?
When Shenmue came out on the Dreamcast, it was like kind of like the evolution of Grand Theft Auto, and it was one of the only games doing that, and it had a lot of like weird, like, hey, I can go like play pachinko for 3 hours and stuff. So people were really kind of enamored by that, but it wasn't a good game, I didn't think, when I played it.
It's weird. There's a fan base there for that game.
There's a huge fan base, yeah.
I know people that are really crazy, like head over heels about that fucking game.
Yeah. But it doesn't do anything for any of us, is that?
I just didn't get what it was. Like it looked like just the fact that it's Japanese makes me intrigued, but then I just, beyond that, I really didn't even know what the hell it was. It was like people talking to each other.
Yep, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be for you, Corey.
Maybe. It's true. It is slice of life.
I need to see more of it.
Yeah, totally. Okay, next one on the list.
I like the game that actually now.
Now you're psyched,
huh?
Nice. Biomutants, the next one here.
Nate, you said you didn't like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Why did you not care about it?
How did you not like that?
Awesome.
It
does look awesome.
That character looks cheesy to me.
But it looks like the cat from Monster Hunter World. I mean, almost like a dead ranger.
Cheesy?
He looks cheesy to me. I'll let you guys talk about how much you like it.
You can. That's your complaint about it? It looks awesome, though. The big monsters that they're fighting, and like when he gets in that bubble, like Sonic, like it's like a
the battle
Katamari Damacy.
Awesome.
Like you can roll enemies and stuff, and just the battles.
The freeze frame in the fight. And
I thought it just all looked really cool.
Dude, I'm a sucker for like animals as people sort of fighting. So I don't know. I mean, it did not seem that dissimilar to Monster Hunter World to me, the way it looked visually, at least. To me, it looked like it could have been the same universe.
Right.
But
yeah, it looked like a cross between like Monster Hunter World and Ratchet and Clank, I don't just the bright colors and stuff, and kind of cartoony character, but battling big monsters and stuff. I thought it looked sweet. I'll probably buy that.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Cool. Next we got Gris. I'm not sure how they pronounce it. Did you guys watch that?
Yeah, I thought it was gorgeous, but this could be a catch-22.
I'd say it looks boring.
It could either be Celeste or it could be Journey, which
exactly.
It's
totally Journey, dude. It's totally Journey.
Yeah. The art looks incredible, though.
Yeah,
it is.
The art
doesn't it? Yeah.
Beautiful. But if it's not, they said it's not a combat game, but it's a puzzle game. So that worries me.
It makes me think of Journey.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like non-combat. I mean, I think of Portal or something, but it has to be enough to keep me there. It can't just be floaty, art.
Yeah, because Celeste is almost non-combat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But this doesn't look like Celeste.
I will say also, before people tear us apart, that we are the outliers for Journey. Most people like Journey.
Really? I didn't give it even a thought.
Look, I have Art Brain, 2 I mean, I think that way all the time, and I still hated that game.
Right.
So.
All right.
You
So
just run through a desert.
couple expansions
5 hours.
announced for the Xbox games that we've been playing lately. The State of Decay and Sea of Thieves. Both of those look pretty cool, so I just figured worth mentioning. They both come out like within a week of each other too, which is pretty crazy. The State of Decay is like a siege mode where you end up in a base, and it's not your own base. It's like some other cruise or whatever, but you're taking on waves of zombies. And Sea of Thieves, they drop a volcanic island in the map.
That's crazy.
Apparently it erupts, and then it'll hit your ship and stuff with debris. And then, like, when you get close to the island to go for treasure, you have to take rowboats. You can't swim in the water there, or you'll cook.
Wow.
Do you have to pay for expansions on games that are on Game Pass?
What's that?
Would we have to buy the expansion if it's a Game Pass game?
I don't.
Yeah,
think
if you want to.
So.
It's up to them. It's game to game. I think State of Decays you pay for, and Sea of Thieves they gave away for free.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves was free because their cursed seas was free. That expansion was free.
Right. Yeah.
And y'all missed the gigantic shark that was swimming by the damn boat that one time. Scared the poop out of me.
All right, and I'll let Corey close it out. He had a couple that the rest of us didn't care about.
Life is Strange 2.
Life is Strange 2. It looks like it could be good, but I'm just pissed that it's not Max and Chloe anymore. Like, don't care about two dudes. Like,
Sorry.
Some people do.
Some people do, but who really does? Like, who wants to play with like a big brother and his little brother? It's just, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if I'll even buy it. Like, I kind of want to because I really liked Life is Strange so much.
But, you're a Life is Strange super fan.
I loved it, but being, I don't know about dudes, man. So, and then Shadow of the Tomb Raider looks awesome.
Yeah, I didn't see that on the list, but
it looks really fucking awesome.
I'm excited for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. If they keep with the recent style of the Tomb Raiders Rise and it's going to be awesome.
Dude, Jeff, you should see it. It looks like they turned it up a couple notches.
You gotta
watch the trailer.
I'll watch it again.
Yeah,
I've been trying not to watch trailers, so it doesn't get me excited because it's coming out soon. Isn't Shadow going to be September?
Yeah, I think it is.
So.
Right after Spider-Man, which is in a week.
Jesus. Which is in a week. That's the big one.
Spider-Man's in a week?
Yeah. Day after Labor Day.
Start playing video games again.
Yeah. Why didn't it be after Labor Day?
I know. It would be nice to have it for that weekend. I know. They put out games on Friday what they want to. Like, they should have. I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our coverage of Gamescom 2018. Breaking it down. Comically gaming style.
Yeah.